In 1972, a very popular student named Misaki died partway through the school year in Yomiyama North's middle school, class 3. The students, devastated by the loss, decided to carry on as if their classmate were still alive, going as far as to keep the desk in place and bringing it to the graduation ceremony. Although no longer here, no one could explain why their classmate, already dead and buried, was present on the graduation photo. 26 years later, in the new class 3, transfer student Kouichi Sakakibara is first seen in the hospital after suffering from a collapsed lung. While in the hospital, he's visited by 3 students from his new school. While there, they begin to question Kouichi, asking him if he's ever lived in Yomiyama before, to which he answers he's been here before, but he has never lived here, and he was young so he doesn't recall. After handing him notes and questioning him one final time, they leave. During the night, Kouichi decides to take a walk through the hospital. He enters an elevator, not realizing that there is a girl wearing an eye patch carrying a doll in there with him. Noticing her Yomi North uniform, he decides to talk to her. He asks her what reason she has for going to the basement of the hospital, in which she replies,
"My poor other half is waiting for me at the second basement."
After the girl gets off the elevator, Kouichi stops her, asking her for her name, in which she responds,
Mei Misaki.
We next see Kouichi at home, getting ready for his first day of school. At school, Kouichi introduces himself in class. He spots Mei Misaki, whom he met in the hospital during his leave. As the day goes on, Kouichi acquaints himself with his classmates, but he notices that he hasn't seen Mei since he introduced himself. During gym, he talks with classmate Yukari, but he spots Mei on the roof of the school. He goes up to her and asks if she remembers him. As he begins to ask her questions, Mei stops him and warns him that he should stay away from her. Not heeding her warning, Kouichi tries to get closer to her, and he goes as far as to follow her home. As he does, he stumbles upon a doll shop. There, the shopkeeper welcomes him and tells him there are no other customers. Kouichi goes down in the basement where he sees many dolls, but one stands above the rest. There, lying in a coffin, is a doll that looks exactly like his classmate, Mei Misaki. Shocked, he asks himself why is she there? And to his surprise, his question is answered. Behind the coffin emerges Mei, who was hiding. After a back and forth of why are you here, Kouichi explains to Mei that the reason he's in the doll shop is because he was curious. After talking some more, Mei decides to show Kouichi what's under her eye patch, and it's revealed to be a doll's eye. After leaving the basement, Kouichi questions Mei. As he starts to get nervous, Mei reminds Kouichi that he should heed her warning and stay away before it's too late. Realizing that he knows nothing, Mei tells Kouichi about the events that took place 26 years ago involving Class 3 and the student named Misaki. The next day at school, finding himself stuck in the rain, classmate Yukari offers to walk Kouichi home. As they make their way out the building, Kouichi asks Yukari what she thinks of Misaki. She freezes, then tells Kouichi to never speak that name again. Standing there confused, another classmate, Teshigawara, joins the two. Kouichi turns to him and asks him about the events of 26 years ago. Reacting the same way, Teshigawara asks Kouichi how much does he know. They get interrupted by Miss Mikami, and when it's revealed to her that Kouichi knows about 26 years ago, she tells them to stay quiet. The next day, Kouichi sees Mei on the roof of the school. He leaves his friend in order to go see her. When he reaches the roof, she's no longer there, and he gets a phone call from Teshigawara. Teshigawara tells him to stop messing with things that don't exist, and he says that he'll tell him everything in a month. But it's too late. After taking an exam and meeting Mei in the halls, Kouichi asks her why everyone acts if she does not exist. Mei responds,
"Because I don't exist."
After this revelation, things take a sinister turn when a classmate dies right before his eyes. This kickstarts a series of deaths in and outside the classroom. Kouichi and his friends find themselves in a race against time. Will they be able to stop the calamity, or will they end up dead too?